All right. Hi, guys. Hi, everyone. It is Thursday, and I am Lisa. Don't know what I'm looking like today. Hold on. I was going to come on earlier, but I was eating my veggie sandwich from you know who. But anyway, oh my God. I don't know what I'm looking like today. Oh my gosh, my hair. I just wet my hair as I was leaving the house. But I just wanted to jump on here real quick. There's a lot of weird stuff happening all over. I don't know what on earth is happening. Okay, let's start with just now. I was heading to Chick-fil-A, right? And I was going in the turning lane. Then I noticed that this cop was in back of me. Okay, so as soon as you make the turn off the road, Chick-fil-A is right there, so you have to make a right, right? The line is always long. If you're ever in Georgia, in Atlanta, the lines to Chick-fil-A is always long. So anyway, it's around lunchtime anyway, right? So then I noticed that the cop is in back of me. Don't have on any indicator or anything. So I'm like, is the cop going into Chick-fil-A too? So then we eventually, turn into the drive-through lane, and then he slowly passes me. And you know what I do? I turn around and I look. But I turn around to look to see, that was weird. So I'm looking at the truck to see if I can see who's in the truck, right? Because their windows are very, very tinted. So anyway, he or she started driving. We're just going to say he until we find out it's a she. I don't know. Started driving kind of slowly. And I was like, well, okay, the speed limit down here is kind of low, but okay. So then other cars were in back of it. So I was like, okay, that was weird. So was he waiting? He probably was checking my license plate and everything. And I was like, whatever. So, so then I put in my order, getting ready to drive out of the drive-through. And who do I see right there when I'm driving through? A cop car. So then I'm like, is that the same cop? And then I was like, I don't know. I don't know if they saw or see my mouth, like, because I went, what the hell? Because I was like, that was so weird. And what was even weirder, as soon as I said that and passed it, it was in back of me again. So I was like, you know what I did? Took out one of my fries and put it to my mouth and eat it. Because I'm like, you have nothing on me or whatever. So I was like, what is this? Some kind of intimidation? Some kind of stalker? Like, what the heck was that? My only regret was that when I was busy turning the first time, I should have looked at the car number to see what the number on the cop car was, to match it up to see if it's the same. It had to be the same person. It had to be, because I was like, okay, we're pulling out of the Chick-fil-A and there's a stop sign right there. I was like, okay, they're gonna try and get me on the stop sign to see if I completely stop. So you know what I did? Cars were coming and I completely stopped and put another fry in my mouth. So I'm looking like, what the heck is going on? So I was like, that's kind of eerie. Did the person know me or something? Like, why would they even do that? And or they saw me looking the first time and they wanted to like intimidate me. I don't know what the heck. So anyway, so I made a left, thinking, oh, they're gonna follow me, because I was like, go ahead and follow me till kingdom come. I don't really care, okay? But then they turned right, which was the same road that they went down the first time, and then started driving slow again. So I was like, is he policing up and down this road today or something? And I was like, whatever. Listen, I am just talking about this one incident today, okay? I'm not classifying them as a whole, I'm just talking about this one particular incident today with me. I find that kind of weird. And if some cop is watching this and you know you were at Chick-fil-A today and you know you were following me, and then it's just so weird. It was just so weird. It was like, I wish me and all my detective skills, I was like, why? You know, sometimes you think you're going to do something in the moment, and then when the moment comes, you're like caught off by something else. I was so caught off trying to busy look at the person to see who it was. I'm not paying attention further down. Lesson learned. Because normal me, meaning that if I wasn't caught off by that, I would have gotten the license plate and everything. So anyway, so that was kind of weird. So I don't know what that's about, but I just rebuke that in Jesus' name, because whatever, you know, you're not, whatever. So anyway, so I don't watch the news, and so I heard a lot of things happen in Atlanta on Tuesday. Oh my goodness. So first I heard that there was a shootout at a food court. Like 2 people got into an altercation, and next thing you know, it's almost like a movie. It's almost like, you ever see one of those movies where it's a standoff? Not even a standoff, like, I can see it in my head. Like, you ever see one of those movies where you bring your people, and the other group bring their people, then the 2 of them are supposedly talking out a deal, and next thing you know, something goes wrong, and then everybody starts pulling out their gun? Something like that. I was just like, really? So you know what that's telling me? That's telling me that everybody over here is strapping, okay? So then what was even weirder that I heard on the radio earlier was that one of the guys that was allegedly involved or witness or whatever in that little food court thing, they interviewed it's just so weird. The news people interviewed him. The newspaper interviewed the guy, one of the guys. Then the next incident is that same guy that they interviewed hijacked a bus and killed a person, unfortunately. So apparently, here we go again. He hijacked the bus, and he got somebody on the bus pulled out a gun, allegedly. And then they got into a scuffle. And then the bus hijacker grabbed it, and, you know, it's a fatal shot. So anyway, once again, wherever you go, people are strapping. People have their, you know what, on them, right? But my question is that from what the little bit of I heard, he was telling the news people when they interviewed him, he said, quote me, comment if I'm wrong, from the little bit that I heard, he said something like he was on his way to Grady Hospital to get his medication. So you know what I thought about? Or this is how my mind operates, guys. My mind was like, what happened in those few minutes? What happened from the time he was interviewed? What happened to make you gone from an interview to then hijacking a bus, to then killing a person, to then now being locked up in jail? What happened in those few minutes? What happened? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious. Sometimes when, I guess maybe the shock and excitement of the first incident, the adrenaline rushing, you thought maybe that was it for you. It just goes to show you guys that you don't know what's going to happen in any given moment. That's why you need to be prayed up, stay prayed up, and just pray when you get up in the morning, leave your house, travel through the day. You just don't know. So anyway, guys, I'm on my way to where. Farmers market today, and I'm actually a little bit late, but still it doesn't start till 2, so I have time to set up. It is 88 degrees Fahrenheit here in Georgia, at least in this West Georgia. And I don't know, it's kind of weird. Inflation, I feel like I'm giving you the news. Inflation is still high. Everything is still high. How much longer is this gonna go on? Like, you know, I don't know. But anyway, it's the temperature is climbing. Is now 89 degrees. It's now 89 degrees out there. So, yesterday I posted a video of my son Justin cleaning the floors. Oh my God. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, the floors are clean, but his argument was, oh, he cleans when I'm not there. So I said, okay, so you clean once or twice a year? No, I clean and da-da-da-da. Well, every day I clean those floors. So I told him he has to be careful with the wood floor because you can't put a little water on there. But anyway, I posted it on TikTok as well. You have to know your own child. So I've come to realize with my son that when he cleans and whatever, I just leave him alone. Let him be in his own zone, space or whatever, and clean. Before, when he was younger, I'd be like, clean this and that, you know, whatever. And, you know, he's not motivated. And then when they get to become teenagers, you know, but then he realized he has to clean, you know, you have to clean. And then he was saying something about, oh, he deep cleans. I was like, he deep cleans? Listen, he has his room and the bathroom. I do the majority of everything, you know what I mean? He does the dishes, which he straggles with the dishes. So every person has something that they don't like to do, whether it's ironing, whether it's packing away clothes, whether it's doing the dishes, whether it's vacuuming. His little kryptonite is the dishes. And he's the one who's doing the majority of the cooking. I know I keep saying that, but today I was rushing, and then normally I try to eat before I go to the market instead of eating late. But today I didn't have any breakfast or anything, so I was just like, okay, what? I spent like a whole hour thinking about what on earth it is that I wanted to eat, but I wasn't home yet to cook during that hour, in case you're wondering. So I was like, do I want Jamaican food? Do I want to drive up there when it's rush hour and crowded? Do I want Panera bread? Do I want a sandwich? Do I want this? Do I want that? Okay, which one of them is the cheapest? This is how I'm thinking, guys. And I'm like, so I ended up with Chick-fil-A because I'm like, I don't feel like going an extra 5-10 minutes, and everywhere's rush hour right now, you know. So then I said to myself, you know, I have to commend my son because he actually cooks his food, brings his lunch to his work. And I need to start doing that because the farmer's market is my work. I am literally at the farmer's market. By the time you think about travel, set up, the time I'm supposed to be there, break down, travel back, it's a good anywhere from a good 5 to 6 hours or 7 sometimes. It depends, you know. So I'm definitely, let's see how 2, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's a good 5 to 6.5, 7 hours, depending on. So it's almost like a good work day out there, you know. And we're out there in all kind of weather. And today we're gonna be out there in the heat. So bring my lunch, because when you think about it, then when I leave late in the evening, I'm eating late and all this kind of stuff. So, but yeah, I hope everyone is doing well. I hope everybody's doing good. Like I said, I don't know what on earth I need a whole new wardrobe. But yeah. The people at this particular farmer's market was interesting. Judy and Mike, the couple next to me that sells their baked bread and stuff, and they have plants and stuff, they actually gave me a free carton of eggs farm eggs last week. That was so nice. And I bought one of the chamomile flowers, but she ended up giving me another one. I need to tell her that it's been so hot that a lot of my plants are not fully grown, like right around now, because of the heat. A lot of them look like they died out, dried out, and I am watering it. So I think I need to water it maybe early in the morning, and then in the evening. And I know it's not good to water plants and everything in the evening and let it, because they need, I don't know, they need it for when it's hot weather like this. So, and I do have the hose. If you've been watching me since the beginning of time, when I first started YouTube and my garden in 2020, no, because I didn't have it at the beginning of time when I started YouTube. I had it in 2020 when I started my garden. I bought the hose that can go all over the garden and the water and everything, but I just pull it up because you still need to hook up the hose to it, and it wasn't the way that I have the garden and the way that the pieces of it would only be for certain parts of the garden. I still have to go out there and water the other part of the garden because the backyard is big. So yeah. So I am also proud of myself because some of the stuff on the table outside, I have a couple of tables outside in the backyard. I had a lot of empty jars, and I had empty jars in the garage in a basket that I was saving for when for canning, as far as when I'm harvesting the fruits and veggies, I can put a lot of dry fruits in there. But if you have been listening and watching my videos and pick up on what I'm saying, not to wink, but you know what I mean, I am decluttering. After all, I am moving to New Zealand, I said. But anyway, so there's lots of stuff coming. Okay, lots coming down the pipe, and I want to get rid of a lot of things. Everything. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. If not, I'll just renovate. I don't know. There's lots of decisions and lots of stuff to do. And part of me is just like, oh gosh, this is a lot. This is a lot. Not the decluttering part, but just other things. Because I'm looking at the painting that I have over the couch, and I'm like, okay, I did the painting, it matches in here, but I'm really not feeling it, And I'm like, do I want to take it with me? And I'm like, do I love it enough to take it with me? Do I love it enough to keep it? I don't know. But anywho, so yeah, it's a lot of. Okay, so one of the church sisters was like, oh, it's an elderly couple. They're so sweet. They're like, they have to move because the place that they were renting, the people said that they wanted to sell their house. So now at their age, they have to pack up and leave. And she's like, she's been so busy. And I said, yes. I said to her, when did I see her? Sunday. I said to her, the key is letting go. Because you don't realize how many things you have until it's time for you to move, okay? And I've moved a few times throughout the years, and I'm good at packing. I'm good at organizing when I pack and everything. And I don't like it, but I love to unpack because I like to, I'm ready to like decorate and do whatever, But how do you tell? It's like telling my mother, how do you tell somebody, which I have told my mother several hundred times, how do you tell somebody to let go of materialistic things? How? You can't, because they have to be ready in their own time. And then the place looks so packed up, and it just looks so junky. And sometimes with some places, you're inviting rodents and all these other bugs and stuff if you have too much stuff in your house. And I've seen some of those hoarding shows. Have you guys seen some of those hoarding shows? No judgment, but I wonder a lot of times when I see that held up near the ceiling, and I question, like, how did it get so high up? And sometimes I see some of the houses, and they don't even have a way to walk, you know? And but a lot of it is emotional, and a lot of it is holding on to memories and holding on to this and holding on to that. What did I see? Was it TikTok? Yeah, it was TikTok, guys. I don't know if I said it before, but I say it again because it was very resonating and eye-opening to me. It was a cleaning video on TikTok where the lady said, I didn't know it was a thing that people, like the cleaning people, were actually, though. I never thought about it. Let's just put it like that. It never crossed my mind, but she opened my mind a little bit to, oh, okay. But she said, you see all of this, the house was a mess. And she said, this is what happens when somebody passes away. She says that a lot of times they have to come into the house to clean, and they are responsible for getting rid of it. She said, they take out a few pieces of what they want of the house or a few items for sentimental reasons, and the majority of the things they don't want. This is what I've been trying to tell my mother. Nobody wants all this stuff, but she's like, oh, my grandkids will want it. And I was like, oh, okay then. So anyway, so to be quite honest with you, I said to my mother, they'll probably sell most of the stuff or whatever, or some will keep. I don't want anything. I've already said that. But I also met a lady who, she and I was having a conversation, and she said her aunt came up with a very good thing. Her aunt told her that her aunt invited the whole family over to her house and said, I need to have a family meeting. All of us, we need to squash this right now. While I'm still alive, I want all of you guys to walk around my house, and here's a sticky pad. And she gave all of them a sticky pad. I said, that's a brilliant idea. She gave them a sticky pad, and she said, I don't want you guys to fight after I'm gone. I want you guys to settle it right now. Choose what it is that you want from my house or my items, my belongings and whatever, and put a sticky pad. Of course, it was color coordinated, or they put their names on it or whatever. So I said to the lady, were there any duplicates as far as two people or more wanted the same items? She said no. She said, that's that. The aunt put her foot down and said, that's it. When everyone put their sticky pads down, everyone knew when that day come, when that aunt passed, everyone knew exactly what they put their sticky pad on, and she made a note of it, and that's what they would get. Isn't that brilliant? I love that idea. So anyway, the cleaning lady said that a lot of times the family members come and they only select a few items for sentimental reasons, and the rest they give to the cleaning person to say either they donate it because they're going to have to clean the house. I thought the family members did that. I know they left it, some people left it up to the cleaning people. But anyway, she said, what you have to realize is that all of these belongings is for the person and what they liked when they were living. Once they have passed, it's the majority of the times it's not the same style as the family, or the family don't care for it. It doesn't mean as much as to the person who bought it and made their space how they want it, so they get to feel at ease at their own home. But I was like, wow. And Practically the whole house was left, guys. The whole house was left. And she said not only do they have to clean, they have to pack up everything in boxes. Half of it goes to donation, half of it goes somewhere else. But then afterwards, they have to clean the house. And this is not the first time. They have a lot of houses like that. I was like, wow, I had no idea. I was like, I was made aware. So I was like, so I'm making you guys aware. So anyway, it was very, 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 very interesting. So I was like, wow. I always thought it was the family members that did it. How do you guys, what do you guys know of that? Like, do family members do it, what you're familiar with, or do cleaning people, the church people, strangers? I know that here in Georgia, I've been to one which was an estate sale, but I don't think the person was deceased. I just think, I don't know what I was thinking, but that was a long time ago. I was more shocked that the inside the house was smaller than outside, because outside looks so huge, but the rooms inside were so small. And also that at an estate sale, I guess the person was deceased, because the majority of estate sales is when the person is. Okay, so I've arrived at the farmer's market, and well, yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna show you guys. Hold on. Am I this number or somebody took? Oh, okay. So it looks like somebody took my number. I don't know if we have enough space here. Interesting. So who came in? Anyway, it doesn't matter. As long as I'm in the shade today, I'm okay. If I wasn't in the shade, then I would ask, but it doesn't matter, because I came a little. If you see all these tents, that means that I'm kind of close to near the start time, because normally I'm one of those people. Oops. Normally I'm one of those people who are like the first or second person here. I, along with somebody else, is we travel the farthest. Oh, and before I go, I got these at Tuesday's farmers market. Those are mini plums. You guys saw me do the videos. Oh my gosh, it looked like a giant grape, but they're actually, when you bite into them, look how red it is. Inside it's a plum tasting. I'm gonna save some of these seeds so I get to plant them. Anyway, guys, I just want to check in, have a little chat with you. I wish I could do it over lunch, but good thing I didn't do it when I was eating my lunch, because my lunch was extremely messy today. But anyway, did Anna bring her baby? She just had a baby, guys. She just had a baby. A cute little girl named Isla. I think that's a common name. That's not a common name. That's a name that a lot of people are naming their kids. I'm not gonna lie. When I first saw ISLA, I thought I was pronouncing it Isla. But when you think of island, how do you spell island? ISLAND. So take off the ND. Isla. Isla. Cute baby, and her son is cute, and her other daughter. Cute family. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna go set up. Nice checking in, talking to you guys. Until next time, go, 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 and enjoy your Thursday. Bye.